How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, we are continuing on with the neighborhood protection plan, but we're going to go into the 5 Ds. And no, it is not dip, dodge, duck, dive, and all those other things that people like to joke about. But this is a pretty solid security measure that is currently and in the past been used fully by the DoD in many different security contractors and corporate world, everything. This is a pretty decent concept that really works and is continuing to work. So I'm going to try to elaborate that back to all of you. Now, 5 Ds, which are deter, detect, delay, deny, defeat / defend. Now, I like to view these as concentric circles around a resource. Now, a resource could literally be anything in your definition. It could be, your neighborhood specifically there, which is here. It could be your home. It could be a vehicle. It could be a cache site. It could literally be, a plate of cookies that you don't want your other siblings to get to. You can establish this in any way really necessary. So we're going to discuss the first one, which is deter. So deterring or not wanting people to do something or keeping people back maybe from doing something to that resource mainly means be a hard target. Be a hard target means look the part, look professional, look ready to go. Fake it till you make it is a often used term for that. So if you look like a really hard target, people are probably less likely to mess with you. In this aspect of if you put all your guys at the front gate, which is probably not a good idea, but in a neighborhood and you're all have solid security, big weapon systems, and you're always patrolling, someone driving up or walking up or maybe observing you from a distance is going to look at that and go, that seems like it's not worth my time and resources to take over that. But why don't we go to the neighborhood further down, maybe a couple miles away, and they don't have any security. Let's go down over there. So that's the deterrent. Look a hard target. Look the part like you're ready to go. And yes, I'm bringing this back to a neighborhood-based mindset because that's what the series is on. Next is detect. So the detection-based aspect. Alarms. Now you can have, electronic-based alarms or sound alarms, auditory-based, physical alarms, but often you can have in a way, a visual one or a visual detection. Literally have someone maybe posted observing, which is what an LPOP or a listening post observation post often is. We're going to have an entire video literally dedicated to what an LPOP is, but down and dirty, it's just literally a person relaying information from what they see back to a location that is in control of other forces. So tripwires, alarms, and stuff like that is often this further out ring, letting you know someone is trying to take your resources or your plate of cookies. So we don't want that to happen. Next is after they've been notified. Let's say that person said, hey, I got 9 guys, they're trying to come in right now. All right, let me notify the QRF or the Quick Reaction Force. Hey, I have 5 or 9 guys coming in. Raj, we're going to be there in, say, 15 minutes. Cool, that's a timestamp, right? It takes time to put on gear. It takes time to do stuff about it. So the next, which is delay, is literally delaying them from getting to the next level, which is often barrier-based systems or physical means to stop them or slow them down of getting on to the next circle or the next line of defense. Barriers, what could that mean? It could literally mean physical barriers, a concrete barrier. It could be a fence. It could be barbed wire. It could literally be vehicles. It could be down trees. It could be a ditch filled with water, like a moat. I mean, you could literally, anything that delays a person or a vehicle, it takes a longer amount of time to get through that, is pretty much, that's what it is. Ideas really quick that we're going to go in other videos, but to give you an idea, if you have a fence or a wall or something and it's very high, you could break bottles, take the glass, and put the glass on an adhesive across the top of the fence or the top of your wall. So when someone grabs the top of the wall trying to pull themselves over, they're going to get cut up really badly. That is a physical barrier that delays someone from getting in. Now there's tons of different options too. You place, plywood down, put nails or screws through it in avenues of approach. So if someone's going to like run through this small gap, all of a sudden they run into this plywood filled with nails, probably not going to have a good time, especially if it's staked down in a solid avenue of approach. It's going to delay people from getting in there and possibly harming them in the process, limiting their numbers from coming into your smaller circles. So let's move on to deny. So deny is kind of the start of your, what I would say is Alamo, is actually have the physical means, maybe, pew-pewers or other items like that, to stop people from progressing from a certain line. Once they get past that wall, pretty much all bets are off. Hey, we have an established entry control point. All the people in the neighborhood know to come through that entry control point. Hey, come on in. Let me see your license. Oh yeah, you live here. Have a great day. But if someone comes over the back corner at night through a fence and they're all cut up with, glass in their hands and they have a weapon system, they're trying to come through, you can probably bet that they're going to be a hostile force. So all bets are off. So that's when you have your securities and your sentries and other stuff like that also around that ready to go. And lastly is defeat and defend. This is literally, in a way, the Alamo. If they get to that point, have a standard operating procedure of everybody in the house, regardless of age or anything like that, to a degree, hey, you get a weapon and we're defending this point. Hey, you're 65, 70, 80 years old, here's you go, here's a rifle, you're shooting out the window, because they've got through everything else and we need every single body in the fight to defend our family. But if you think about it as circles, concentric circles like this, once you get to, say they push all the way in and they get to your home or resource, this whole process starts over again, because now your home or your resource should all have these specific layers, right? We've already got past this and this now, but the delaying factor, can they kick in a door? Nah, they can't kick in a door because I put 5-inch deck screws through all of my hinges, and I put a brace bar and then I put a wedge. Now they're not coming through that door. Well, they might. It's just going to take them a lot longer amount of time. And then back to the deny. If they come through that door, well, there's a big old gun safe stuffed or a refrigerator right in front of that door. So they get in and then they look, oh crap, and then they got to go somewhere else. You're literally just layering your defenses everywhere you go. So that is the 5 Ds, at least how I have been using them in my professional career and also my, not really career, but my family-based aspect and my neighborhood protection plan. So the 5 Ds of security. Now, if you guys like this kind of stuff and like details like this, I am going to be doing a lot more videos in this series, the neighborhood protection plan. There's going to be a lot of details put forth to hopefully help you, or just at least maybe give you some ideas. Maybe you don't have to use all this stuff, but trying to put information out there to make it better accessible for all of you, just in case you want to use this kind of stuff. So thank you first off to all my Patreons and people that are donating. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely helps, the channel out, getting better audio and visual and editing based tools is a big help for me, cutting down my time in doing this, but giving you the best quality possible back on your information, at least trying to give it visually and audibly the best. So other than that, I hope everybody has a great day.